Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another episode with me and Jason on our Friday Night Live. We hope you guys missed us last Friday because we missed you.
We sure did.
But we are enjoying our our work vacay.
Mini vacay.
Yeah. Until the holidays. So, you know who we are, and if you don't, I'm Tina Marie.
And I'm Jason.
And you can find us at
legendaryrelationship.com, or you can find us on our podcast, which is loveandbeyondtheido.com.
So that's Love and Beyond the I Do. You can reach us there, or they can always go to legendaryrelationship.com/info, and you can find us everywhere. You can find our podcast, our YouTube, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our blogs, website, clothing line, anything.
Yep.
All right?
Everything that we have to offer.
That's right, and more.
Yes.
All right? So we know that this is one of those special times of the year.
Yes.
And we do understand that it may not be a special time for everyone, but we're talking about those people who have this fantasy about getting together with family, right?
Yes.
So tonight we're going to talk about fantasy versus reality.
Cool.
But before we get into that, we'll be right back, right? So we're going to start it like always. We'll be right back after this brief intro.
Welcome back.
So as you guys can see, we are not back in our regular studio, but we are trying to make convenient as possible on the road. So we want to continue to come to you live wherever we are. And I just want to let you know it does not come without its challenges.
Trying to take your show on the road is just something special.
Especially when it's just you and him.
There you go.
Right?
Right.
So crew, anybody that we may have had helping us, they're all gone. It's just him and I right now. And then we have to, so it's just, we hope that you were able to hear the audio and video.
If not, you can hear it now for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go back over some things. So we did want to go over a few things before we get started. Our new course will be coming up at the end of January.
Yep.
So if you have not, got an opportunity to get in on the Get In, make sure that you contact us to elevate your marriage. And we are into helping marriages transform where they are,
yes.
Which means that we know life is real, right? Life is life. And sometimes it has its ups and downs. And most of the time, we don't know what to expect in marriage. And that's what our podcast and our Friday Night Lives and our whole channel is all about. Right. Helping marriages survive the unknown, the doldrum, the
all types of issues that come up in a marriage.
And
right?
and that could be anything and everything from A to Z. And so we know that life takes a toll on marriages. It takes a toll on relationships because we don't get the information we need in the beginning to make our marriages successful. So sometimes we get married young with these foolish ideas of what we think marriage is, and then we quickly come to the realization that what we thought it was is totally different than what it actually is.
Right.
So we're here to help. We're coaches. We're transformational coaches to help you take your marriage from where it is right now, whether it's okay, whether it's on the brink of not knowing what to do, whether it's we're arguing with each other, or we are
thinking about splitting.
Right. We're at a crossroads. So we're into helping couples realize the value that they found in each other, refine that, and making marriages last, finding ways to get to the point where it doesn't have to be so much work, right? If you do all the fine tuning and you do all the right stuff, your machine will run well. So we're trying to help marriages realize that we don't have to throw in the towel.
Right.
If we're committed to each other and we're committed to our relationship and making it work, then there are things that we can do. And I know the week before last, Jason and I talked about that there's no situation that a marriage can't survive.
True.
If two people truly are committed to each other and truly want to make it work.
And that's the key. You have to both be willing to make it work. I mean,
Right.
you're going to have trials and tribulations, but if
Yes,
you're saying that we're in this thing, we're going to try to see it to the end. We're going to put our best foot forward and put each other first.
Right.
I think there's nothing that you can't overcome in a relationship.
Absolutely. You just have to be willing to work on it, let some healing take place, be willing to try things that you haven't done before, because, when you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
And our show is to help broaden the horizon of what it takes to be married, to have a happy marriage, to have a successful marriage. And it also talks about taking your marriage off cruise control. So often we get married and we just let it go in the direction wherever it goes, and we think that's
wherever
how
life
marriage-
takes it. Yeah.
Exactly. And we're not guiding it. So it's just like you get in the car. You can't just get in your car and end up where you want to be. You have to have a destination. And so often we don't have a destination in marriage. We just have these ideas and we just kind of hit the cruise control, and then we wonder why one day we're crashing or we're arguing or things aren't the way they used to be. So we're trying to make couples understand that it happens. You're not alone. We're all in this together. We have a community of couples that are all striving for the same thing: happiness, love, respect, understanding, continual friendship. So, like I said, if you're that couple, you could be at a point. We've had couples that are at that, we find things a little boring right now. So where do we go? We've had couples that said, okay, we're on the brinks of divorce. Where do we go? We've had couples that say, you know what?
We're good. Where do we don't need to go. Yeah, you do.
Right. So
yes, you do.
it's all about education, right? It's all about doing things differently to make things different. You can't continue the same thing expecting a different outcome. All right. So if you have not registered for next semester's course or next year's course, we get little books, make sure you do that. Elevate your marriage transformational relationship literacy. And the thing is, we want to be literate in the things that we do. I know we've had, and I'm going to shout him out, Attorney Reed, on before, and he gave me a really good saying. He says, oftentimes we've learned things that are false. So throw out all of that false information.
That's right.
And let's start right here. Let's
Yep.
get literate on the things that really matter in marriage instead of the fantasy of happily ever after. All right, because happily ever after takes something. I lost my shoe, guys. All right, so let's get into tonight's show. I see that we have Sharon with us. Hello, Sharon, and you have our deepest condolences to you and your family right
Yes.
now. We love
Yes,
you.
we love you.
We support you. You are
Yes.
in our prayers.
Yes, you are.
All right, so stay strong. All right, know that you have a family supporting you all the way.
Yes. So
Right?
you are in our prayers,
Yes.
Sharon.
So all right. Yes. So, all right. So tonight we are talking about fantasy versus reality when it comes to the
holiday.
And so this is December 2nd.
Yep.
And we know firsthand
We just came off of a holiday. Well, Thanksgiving, right?
And we're going into the next holiday,
Right.
Christmas.
So we're in that season of
Yes.
holidayness.
Yes. And again, when we take what we want to happen as opposed to what is really going to happen. And this is where things break down, right? This is where, what do you call that? Feelings get hurt, relationships get broken, because we want to believe that it's the holiday and we feel good and everything and everybody is just going to, be perfect.
Yep.
And that's not what it is. Just like in marriage.
In
It's
our
not-
head, that's what we want. This is what we vision. And I understand it because, life is like that. Oh, we're going to have the perfect holiday. Everyone's going to be together. It's going to be wonderful.
the Christmas carols
Yeah.
and the singing, and we're going to
Yeah.
do this, and we're going to do that.
And then family shows up. Yep.
And the aunt that used to argue with the uncle is there,
Yep.
and the niece that has the kids that run around that they don't do what they all
All of that.
takes place. So we put this idea in our head of what it's going to look like according to what we've seen, right? The movies, what we want to happen, how we've organized everything. And so when it starts to go south, we start to feel stressed. So we
Right.
just want to
Help you out a little bit here.
Right, right. So,
through
you
this
know-
holiday season.
So, hey, Mia's tuning in.
Yep.
Right. So we want you guys to go into this holiday season.
Hey, Mimi, how are you?
So we want you guys to go into this holiday season not with false expectations that can make the holidays terrible. So when I say Jason and I have it firsthand, we've had it firsthand, right?
Yes, we have.
Right.
Yeah, we have.
And
it.
we're not going to say any names.
No names. No.
So you have that family member that has taken all this time to
Prepare and organize
events, getting all the things that everybody can do.
And they have this general idea in their
vision.
mind how this holiday season is supposed to go.
But they forget to put in the ingredients of attitudes, personalities.
Yep, stuff that you don't need to be bringing up. That
Babies.
always end up you bring it up at the table at the wrong time.
Unresolved issues.
Yep, all that stuff comes to the table, and it's like, this is not how I had it all planned. Nope. But you invited those same people with those same issues, and those issues are going to boil over. So we're just going to give you some guidelines to help you work through some of those things. So when you guys do get together, it can be pleasant.
So the first thing is, so to knock down fantasy versus reality is that the first thing we want you to do is stop fantasizing what you think is going to be like. We have to be real. Life is real. People get upset during the holidays over the smallest things. And if you had an issue with someone before, just because it's Christmas, that issue is not resolved, right?
Right.
So we have this idea that it's going to be a happy family get-together. Oh,
For
we're
sure.
all going to get together. We're going to have the darndest time.
Yep.
Everybody's coming. New boyfriends, new girlfriends, new wives, new husbands, new babies, new kids, new dogs, new cats. Everybody's going to be together.
Same old issues.
So, first of all, let's not think that it's going to be a happy family get-together.
Right.
Let's take it as the family is getting together. We plan to be happy.
Yes.
And we're going to enjoy each other's company while we're there.
Period.
That issues are going to come up and they're not going to destroy what somebody has set in place, right? Because we put this, like, we put these blinders on. This is what, and my sister, one of them, I'm not going to say any names, we kind of organize things where, okay, we're going to do this at this time and this at this time and this at this time. And unfortunately, everybody's schedule doesn't work like that, or everybody doesn't feel like doing it, or some people don't want to go and some people do. Some people want to do it and some people don't. And we don't take all of those things into consideration. So our feelings get hurt. And then you get upset. And now you're upset.
You get upset because you prepared all those things and you have a strict timeline because you want to get all these activities done.
Because you want people to have fun. You want it to be happy, but everybody's happy.
Just being together and seeing one another on a happy occasion.
Yeah, and everybody's happy is not the same.
Right.
What makes me happy may not be what makes my sister happy or what makes my husband happy. So first thing is, if you're going to get together with family this holiday season, don't plan it so strict that you get stressed out.
Right.
Don't plan it where you're not giving room for different, different personalities, different differences.
For error and leave room for flexibility and people to have fun. I mean, you may have a bunch of activities set up for people to do, and they just may be traveling and just want to relax.
They just want to get together and just relax. They may not want to be up and down and in and out and
don't get
spending money
or
sing Christmas carols. So sometimes planning is good, but leave it open for if some people do and if some people don't. Don't get so wound up in the idea of getting together with family that you forget that each person is an individual and everyone doesn't think like you. All right. So that's the first thing that sometimes we have an error thinking that it's just going to be a happy get together. If people had issues in the past, more than likely they're going to have issues right now.
Yep.
So you have to take account for those, and you have to, like, just as Jason said, just really be flexible.
Yeah. And learn to, adjust your attitude.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, you don't have to get upset with people because they don't want to do the things when you want to do them, how you want to do them. Just enjoy the fact that you're in each other's presence and enjoy that time.
Sometimes it's all, I know in the past I have
Been stressed out.
put in my stressed out. Yeah, put in my mind what me and my kids were going to do. Right, we're gonna put the tree. We're gonna put the tree up. We're gonna do this, and this is once they became adults, right? Because when they were little, everything
more
was
control.
just so everything was so beautiful. So they became adults, and okay, we're gonna put the tree up. We're gonna do this. We're gonna sing like we used to. We're gonna make Christmas cookies. We're gonna do this. And then when the time came, nobody wanted to put the tree up. Okay, Mom, you do it by yourself. Oh no, I don't want to do it. Oh, he did it. I did it last. And so I started getting stressed out and upset because in my mind, I wanted it to be this perfect family time where we, like it used to be, right? This perfect family time where we all get together, we all put the tree up, we all enjoy it. But the truth be told, putting a tree up is a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they make it look cute and everything on TV, but it is stressful.
It's a lot of work.
Because you got to go in the attic, you got to go out and get all these things
or you got to go buy a tree.
Or you buy it, right. But then you put all the stuff on, you got to put the lights on, things have to be, look a certain way. So it's not as easy as, just popping the tree out the box and throwing the lights on there.
So I had to learn to adjust. I had to learn to say,
I think we both did.
They're adults, and if they don't want to do it, then guess what? It just won't get done. And sometimes I had to do it by myself. So as we move forward, let's remember that just like marriage, the ideas we have in our head of what Christmas is going to be, even if this is your first Christmas with like you have a new family or you just got married, we still put these unrealistic expectations on what the holiday means. It means different things to different people. So if I can't say anything, I would say, please be flexible, be realistic. And sometimes people are working through things during the holiday. They may have lost someone, or maybe something that happened in the past that's the holiday may be a trigger for them. So we have to make sure that we're not putting these unrealistic ideas and goals in our minds. And then when it doesn't go that way, we're all stressed out. Now we're ruining the holiday for everyone, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. Another thing that people think when we're talking about the holidays, they think of we're getting away, that we're going to have a lot of time to rest and relax.
Right.
Right? We're going to just kick our heels up. We're going to have a lot of relaxation time. Everything's like we just going to chill.
Right. I don't want the hustle and bustle like my life that I left behind for this past weekend or week or whatever. I just want to chill, be with the family, really lounge around and watch a bunch of TV. So,
but most of the times when you're getting with family, it's not going to be relaxing. Okay, You're going to have things to do, which means that you're out of your norm. You're away from where you have control, right? So don't go again with the false expectation of thinking that you're going to get a lot of rest. Most of the time when you're with family, you're not going to get any rest.
Right.
Because they're going to be pulling and tugging at you. They're going to want to do this. They're going to want to do that. Or you may just want to get away. And sometimes that's not available. So, or people think, I know I've done that, right? We're going on vacation. I'm going to have time to just relax and do what I want to do. And the whole time I'm on vacation, I'm not relaxed.
Exactly. And then now when you get back, you need a vacation from the vacation because you were so busy during that time, which you said you were going to relax and do nothing.
So guys, let's go into this holiday season with the right attitude, the right mind, the right mindset. And a lot of, even if it's just you and your mate, don't bring this holiday in with false expectations of what you want your holiday to be. We have to realize that life is happening around us, to us, through us, and we have to be flexible and real when we're thinking about life because it's not a movie, right? Everything is not picture perfect.
It's not, is it?
No.
No matter how hard we try, we just can't get it to be perfect. And we've tried, right?
Yes.
You tried to do that. Or like you come to the whole gift exchange, right?
Right. Now that's a big thing.
Now, you know what? I go out.
First we stress over the fact of what to get people.
Yes.
And people normally put, I know I do, a lot of time, energy, and effort into picking this perfect gift. And the worst thing that can happen is you think that you've bought this perfect gift after you've stressed over it.
Yep.
The person opens it.
And they go, oh.
And then they hurt your feelings.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And I've been there, and it's like, wow, thanks. It kind of put a dampers on it. And then sometime after gift exchanges, you have a lull in the atmosphere, right? So now you got to deal with oh, she bought me this so cheap thing. You know, she make more money than that. She should have got me a better gift than that.
People
right?
always,
so they count my money, you know,
right?
but I might have spent a majority of my money coming down to the place where we're getting together. And I figured that my presence would be better than me spending all this money on a gift.
We've had people with that, right?
Yes.
So I spent $50 and they spent $10. This is only a dollar store gift. So again, you know, when we talk about these gift exchanges and giving gifts, let's remember that if you receive a gift, it's to let you know that the person cares about you.
That's
it's
it.
not how much it costs. It's not whether they just ran out and got something.
Right.
It's about that the person thought about you.
They
okay?
took time out to go and think about you and actually purchase a gift for you. It's just sometimes we always say a token of appreciation, right?
Yeah.
It's just a token, right? So,
and the thing is, we should learn to be appreciative. It's
Right.
not what someone gives us, that just the fact that someone thought enough of us to give a gift, right?
Yep.
Or people say, you know, I bought this person. I'm always buying aunt whoever or my cousin this. I'm always buying them a gift every year, but they never buy me anything. That's not the idea of giving either.
Right.
So I would say, do not buy to receive.
Right.
And if you do not receive, don't expect to receive, right?
Right.
Don't
Give out of
go-
love. Just give
don't
out of
go
love.
expecting for people to buy you things. That's not what Christmas is about. Okay? You go into the Christmas season with like if we get rid of these unrealistic, you know, things that we see on television, right? Go into it knowing who our family are, you know, who they are, why we love them, what is the purpose of us getting together, then all of that plays a bigger role than, oh, so-and-so didn't give me a gift, or I got a gift that was $2, or, you know, oh, I always buy them a gift. Or so just, you know, let's realize that we're all human, right? And that we are here to love each other while we're here. It's not whether or not you receive a gift, but just the gift of being together.
right. And sometimes I just enjoy the company, but I do like a good gift too. So don't, you know. So if anybody out there at the holiday season, if you're buying a gift, go ahead. Don't stop. Go ahead and buy the gift. But I do appreciate us being together too.
Right. So appreciate family and stop thinking that the gift has, or you spend a whole bunch of money and the person doesn't even like the gift. I know. I stopped buying my nieces and nephews things once they got a certain age.
Yeah, because
their likes and dislikes change. So
right.
you know, you have to get to know the person again before you can buy something. So don't get disappointed if you buy something and they don't like it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you set a price or do those white elephant gifts and just have fun. Remember that it's about being together and having fun.
And one way of having fun, stay away from those topics that get you upset. Yeah. You know them hot topic things that you really shouldn't be saying.
Do you remember when?
Yeah.
Those kind of stuff.
Okay, so if the conversation is going to start with, you remember when, or back in the day when you were little?
Right.
So it probably not going to end well because someone's going to get upset.
Yeah.
So you might want to stay away from those starting this conversation that way.
So again, stay away from things that are going to bring up stay away from touchy subjects, things that may hurt other people's feelings, or things that maybe unresolved issues that family members have had, or unresolved issues that the family has had in general. So let's make sure that we stay on the positive and be realistic with the things that we're doing. All right, so go ahead. Sorry about that, guys. You know, we're out live. Not in our own studio. Life happens.
All right. So anyway, like we were saying, those touchy subjects, you want to be careful of those touchy subjects because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, right? And don't do it for a laugh. You know, like we're sitting around, you go like, "Hey, I remember when you was such and such," and they want to bring up the most embarrassing moments in my life, right? And say, "Yeah, I remember when you did this," and like, "Yeah, okay, yeah."
Or sarcastic things that may hurt someone's feelings, and we really don't care,
right?
You know, and be careful with the drinking. Because sometimes drinking brings out those issues that people don't realize how to be censored. Yeah. So let's be
Let's be mindful.
Yeah.
Right. Let's be mindful of other people's feelings and the atmosphere. Because you've been in a party, things are going well, and then look like someone just sucked the air right out of the party, and
And
everybody's
then things turn left, and then
yeah,
you like,
and everybody's like,
it was
get
all
your coats,
downhill.
let's go, we're out of here. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, guys. Don't forget, if you're out there, don't forget to send us a hey, what's up, a hello family, because we cannot see who's logged in.
Yeah,
So
or
if you
if
want
you-
us to shout you out, go ahead.
Yeah, or if you want us to shout you out, just give us a hey or whatever. Also, if you have any type of holiday stories or anything that you like to give up, I mean, let us know. Let us know. Drop it in the comment because we're all going through this, and trust me, I've been in the family a long time. I think all my life. Yeah.
You've been in a family all your life.
All my life. And we've had to go through some things, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm not
It's
just talking
always-
about something that I didn't experience.
It's not just one family member. Sometimes there's one, but sometimes there's plenty.
Yes.
You get those family members, or you have that
What
one
have you
family member that's always a it starter.
Yep. So what if, hey, so Gail popped in. Hey, Gail, thanks for chiming in. Hey, family,
Hey,
how are you?
Gail.
So what is one of those things that you would like to stay away from? You know, just like, I want to be able to get to this holiday season, get with the family, but I want to stay away from this. I just want to come in and have a fun time. What can you do without? Don't say nobody's cooking.
So, like we said, so we're just, as Jason and I are, thinking as we're moving into this holiday season, he and I, we reminisce. And so we thought that we would just kind of drop in today because actually a lot of couples go through a lot of things during the holiday.
Yeah.
They argue over whose family they're going to go over.
That's a big one.
They argue over whose family's going to cook, whose family can't cook. They argue over whether to stay together. Lots of couples break up and then get back together because,
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure and unrealistic expectations, right? So women, I know lots of time women want Christmas to be that time where the man proposes. And if they don't, then it's not the holiday one. So again, guys, let's not set ourselves up this Christmas. Let's have realistic goals. Let's look at the life around us and let's just be happy that we are living because a lot of people have not made it to where you are. So let's just be happy to be and celebrate with those that are still with us right now and be happy with what we have instead of looking at what we want, or what we don't have. All right?
Oh, we're good for that. And
Yes.
then, you know what? Take the pressure off. Stop saying, hey, I'm going to make sure this is the best Christmas ever. And you know what? It won't be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, these expectations of what we want it to be, what we think is going to be, how we're going to organize it, how people are going to act. You cannot control anybody. You can't control the situation. So let's just remember to be flexible. stress-free,
Yep.
stress-free, have fun, and let everybody be who they are.
Ooh,
all right.
Now that's important, because
Absolutely.
everybody's everybody, right? So, and you know who they are. You know the aunts, the uncles, the kids, and everyone else, your brothers, your
And
sisters.
some you may not know. Some you may not know.
And that's true. And then people bring other friends. You have people that's dating that bring other people to the family, and then sometimes our uncles and aunties and nieces show out and tell you all the little secrets of when they were kids and things of that nature. So you have to kind of be careful of that, But let's get together. Let's just have some fun.
So we got to stop saying, "Oh, this is going to be the best Christmas ever." When we start trying to put labels on things, then we're trying to control the situation. Then we have this idea of what we want it to be. And then when it turns left, then again, like I said before, we're all bent out of shape because it didn't go the way that we wanted it to go or we thought it was going to go. The thing is, don't have any expectations. Sometimes we just have to let go and be free to allow the fun to just be organic, to gradually, organically be created.
And you know what? If you're hosting, we know that it's a lot of pressure. And
Yes.
guys, let's be mindful of the host, right? It's a lot of pressure on the host.
Yes.
You got to clean before, you got to entertain during, and then you got to clean after.
Yes.
And you're
Yes.
just worn out.
Yes.
You love your family, but it is a bit much when everybody shows up.
That is.
And festivities and things is
That's
going
a,
on.
That's
So,
a very big point.
right. So let's be mindful of that and helping out the host and just being there for them.
Now, I know when my son sister Angela hosted for Christmas, she started the Christmas before.
Yes.
Just
it
decorating,
takes a while, right? Because you want everything to
getting
be
everything
perfect, right?
Yes. And then my sister Mia, she did the same thing.
Yes.
They spent an entire year
Preparing
for when we were going to get together for
Right.
Christmas. Even Jason and myself, we're cleaning, we're redecorating, we're,
Yep.
you're doing so much. You're trying to make sure everyone has a place to stay, everyone
Yep.
has a bed. Like, you're trying to do so much. And it's a lot. Like, really, the person who's hosting, you're really worn out before the people even show up.
Yep.
And then you have all these guests and company, especially if you're out of town and you're doing it at your home. Then they're constantly trying to prepare foods and have things to do and eat. And so it's a lot on the host. And then just think, they're constantly trying to clean up every day. Like we did like 2, 3, 4 days, and some people did 5. So it's a lot on the person who's hosting. And so we have to be mindful and respectful of that, right? We want things to be a certain way, but we have to be respectful of that. Clean up behind yourself, help out, pitch in. It's not just because it's at that person's house and they're the host. We're a family. Let's all do our part. But it can be a lot on the host. Very stressful. Very, very stressful.
And you know what? We sign up for it from time to time. We say, we're hosting this year. I mean, same thing with the family reunion. It's
Right.
it's a lot
It's a lot of preparation.
for that. So
and people
that's
just
why,
come and sit down like,
yep.
not realizing
Serve
all
me,
the work
yep.
that has taken place.
Oh yeah, or complain. And I don't, let's not complain when people are hosting. Chip in if you don't like the way something is, or it's taking a while for dinner to get ready. You can cook the rolls. You can fire up the oven. You can help out. So you get in there, roll your sleeves up, and help out. Clean something.
That's right. So Jason and I, like I said, we're still on a little mini vacay work, but we're not going to stay in too long. But we did want to come in because of the holiday season. He and I joke about it. So we want you to make sure that going into this holiday season, if you're going to be with family, please pick up the reality button. Hit the reality, not the fantasy button, what
Yep.
you want it to be like, how you want people's kids to behave, how you want the dinner to taste. Let's be mindful, let's be grateful, and let's be realistic about what Christmas and the holidays are going to be about.
Right. And let's not be so stringent on the kids. Sometimes they say, well, the kids need to sit down. Well, when you were a kid, you weren't sitting down.
Just let's do something and entertain them. Kids
Right.
like to be
Let's do
entertained.
something, and like she said, to entertain. But let's not tell kids to act like adults. And then when they act like adults, you say stay in the kid's place. So let them be a kid. They're going to run around. They're going to play. And I mean, there's a time for them to tell them to sit down or whatever, but they're kids, right? A lot of energy. We may not have that same amount of energy.
And I know usually people without kids have less patience than those with
For
kids.
sure.
So
For sure.
let's be mindful of other people's kids and be respectful. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I think, is there anything else? I know next week, Jason and I will hopefully be back in our studio. We have been away long enough.
Yes, we have.
Well, not really, but okay. But so next week, we're going to come back with some more new topics. And I can't stress to everyone the importance of taking their relationships, their marriages off of cruise control.
Right.
I know we had said before that, relationships are a serious issue. And if we're not serious about the type of relationship that we want, we're not going to have that relationship. And that's anything.
Right.
So let's just remember that we are in control of what we do. It's no one else controls us. No one else makes our decisions for us.
Nope.
No one else can make us
We
a
are
better
in control
person
of
for
all
us
of
but
that.
us.
Yes.
So let's do the things that we need to do to make our relationships better. Let's not point fingers. Let's not make excuses. Let's jump back into the driver's seat and create and have the relationships that we want. So I see some names up there. All right, Jason, let's call out some names before we get out of here today.
All right.
All right. We got, Mark normally says he's Facebook user. All right. We got Facebook user, Mark. Hey, Mark, what's going on out there?
Yeah.
All right. I saw some, we got Paul. I saw Paul Johnson. Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Hey, Doris, what's going on?
Doris,
Doris
yeah.
Woods. Nice that you're tuning in with us today.
Yeah, we appreciate
All
that.
right. We already said Sharon. I saw another
Yep.
name. All right. All right. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in with us today. We hope that you are taking your relationships off cruise control. And remember, if you are not married or in a relationship,
Yes.
this is also for you.
Yes, it is.
Because you don't want to wait to get into a marriage or a relationship and not know what to do, or find yourself at a crossroads where you say, I didn't know this is what relationships or marriage was about.
Right.
Let's get educated and let's get intentional on the relationships that we want. Right now, we're in a day and age of information.
Yeah.
Use it. Use it to your advantage. Let's stop making excuses. Let's take them off cruise control, and let's start living healthy, happy, long, fun, joyous lives and relationships.
For sure.
All right. So
Yep, let's all be happy.
We're not going to tune in any longer because Jason and I are about to get out of here. We're going to go have some fun together.
Yes.
Because right now I think it's like 80 something, 80, I don't know, 79, 78. So it's warm.
Yes.
It's not 19 degrees.
Yep.
So we're enjoying every day while we're here. We're living life. We're inhaling and sucking it in.
Yes,
all right.
right.
And we will be back up north soon enough. All right, you guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. And, whatever. All right, I hope you can't see our lights back there. All right.
So as always
Make sure that you are tuning in because we
we're
are
in it to win it. Till next week, guys.
Till next week. All right, love you guys. Have a good one.